Aloha everybody, welcome back. And we have the Galaxy A53 for Boost Mobile. Now this is not a new phone that just came out to the market, but this is a new phone in my possession and I'm going to review it. I got interested in wanting to pick up a Samsung device about a couple of weeks ago, and I was able to find this. User was selling it for 285, but with negotiations, I knocked it down to 150. So shout out to the homie that sold this to me. But it's a solid device so far, I can say. And the very last time that I used a Samsung device was, I think, the Galaxy J10 2015 model on Boost Mobile. And the experience was good. I mean, back then they were using TouchWiz. I think now they're using One UI. That's the name of their user interface. But I think, one of the big things here, and this is going to sound like so odd, because it's not for the specs, it's not for the cameras, it's not for the battery life, why I picked this device up. It is very, very, very minor reason, and that is customization. Being able to customize a device, I enjoy, and this is my opinion. So if you don't have to tell me if you disagree with my thoughts or whatever. This is for me. This is not what I'm saying that everyone should do. But I don't like using third-party launchers to customize my device. I always feel like if it's natively built into the stock launcher in the user interface, then it's going to perform and work much better. It's not going to bog down the phone or anything like that, like other third-party launchers seem to do. And it's also hard to kind of give you guys a review, basically saying like how fluid or not fluid the user interface is if I put a third-party launcher on it, because that's a different launcher. It's not natively built into the user interface. So with this device, the design very simplistic. I like that it's boxed a little bit, so it makes for a better grip than rounded sides. I do appreciate how they try to make the sides, just look a little more premium, even though this is a mid-ranger. Which, what is a mid-ranger today? What is it? Because it seems that most mid-range devices are pretty much as fluid as flagships nowadays. I think the only thing that separates a flagship from a mid-range device is the fact that the flagship is going to have a ton more features added into it, just to justify the higher pricing. But other than that, I mean, with this, the user interface is fluid. It's solid. For the spec junkies out there, just to let you guys know. So it has a Samsung Exynos 1280 processor chip. It's clocked at 2.4 gigahertz, and the breakdown of that is two ARM Cortex A78s clocked at 2.4 gigahertz and six ARM Cortex A55s clocked at 2 gigahertz. It is a 5 nanometer chip, and it has 128 gigabytes of internal storage with 6 gigabytes of RAM. It is running Android 12, for those who want to know. And I would say for the GPU, it is from AR. It's an ARM. It's a Mali G68. So for those who want to know that, 6.4-inch display, 1080 by 2400 pixels at a 406 DPI. And yeah, I mean, the battery and everything is pretty solid on this. I give it up to that. And I did record a vlog video solely off this device. So I used the Galaxy A53 to record all the video parts. I shot photos from different places downtown Phoenix to give you guys an idea, playing with all the different modes, like the regular camera mode, portrait mode, macro mode. I did all that. And yeah, because I mean, these cameras are just, they're weird in itself. I mean, you got fun mode that has these Snapchat filters, and those are just some crazy filters. And I'm sorry if I scare the shit out of people right now. But I think this is cool for those that are on, Snapchat. Because if you want to take photos using the Snapchat filters, you'll be able to use them in the native camera and not have to rely on the Snapchat camera, which to me doesn't fare very well when it comes to taking photos. But there's tons of other features in the cameras that you can mess around with, super slow-mo and things of that nature. The device is well rounded so far from what I'm able to see. I feel like that this is a very solid device. I keep going back to that. It is. I mean, even the quirkiness of the SIM tray. The SIM card, when you pop it out, the SIM tray underneath it is where you place the micro SD card. So instead of it being a longer tray, it's a normal SIM tray size, as if it only supports a SIM card, but you can expand the storage. On the other side, it allows you to place a SD card. That's cool to me. The selfie punch hole cutout, I prefer those over notches, and it being centered instead of at the left corner makes sense to me. But I got more to talk about in the full review, so stay tuned for that. This is just my first impressions on it, so let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Thanks for checking it out.